welcome back to my channel. My name is David and this is David's Closet. Here we like to talk about handbags, accessories, luxury, lifestyle, all of those fun things from the male point of view and on a budget. A few things. First off, I'm so sorry I didn't have a video this past Saturday, which would have been November 1st. I just had a lot of things happen, mostly really exciting things. And if you see me looking off to the side, I have my door open and Diva is roaming around. So I just have to keep an eye on her. But anywho, we had some things happen. This Saturday's video, you're going to see a ultimate luxury unboxing and you will kind of know what happened. I'll go over it in that video, of course. But today's video for Wednesday is going to be a collection video. I'm kind of at a point where nothing is really tickling my fancy as far as purchasing bags. There's still some bags that I want, some bags on my wish list, but for the next couple of months I don't foresee a lot of purchases in my future, just because what you're gonna see next, or this coming Saturday, is one reason why, and nothing is just tickling my fancy. Yes, I could justify and easily buy, some less expensive brands like Coach, Junie & Burke, things of that nature, Kate Spade. The problem is I'm not going to use those bags enough to really justify purchasing them, therefore I don't want to spend the money on them. But anyway, we're going to do a lot of collections because I'd like to do these at least once a year so viewers can see how my collection changed. Some of them maybe have changed, some of them haven't. My contemporary collections are almost funner for me, that's not a word, are almost more fun for me to film because these are the bags that I will sell and buy. Whereas my luxury bags, I so far have not really sold any of my luxury bags. So those collections typically just grow. Diva just jumped in a very small box, but she made it work. Well, you don't fit. Oh, you don't fit. Silly girl. Anyway, so we're gonna get to it before we get started. The bag of the week is my lovely, Prada black leather satchel with gold hardware. I absolutely love this bag. As you guys know and have heard, it's my workhorse bag. So we're going to do this in no particular order. One bag in here is not mine. Disclaimer, I'm not including my husband's Coach bags. I'm going to do a whole collection on his because he has a lot of really fun bags and more men's style bags. So I am going to do a separate video for his, but one of them is his, and it's only here right now because I just took down Halloween and I used it as a prop. So this also doesn't include SLGs. I'm not going to go into major detail on the bags, maybe a few reasons why I have it, why I didn't get rid of it, etc. So the first Coach bag, and this is actually the first Coach bag I ever purchased. This came from the outlet. I think it's called like the Charles Flight bag. It does have a lot of wear on it. I used the crap out of this bag the first year out of college. I took it to work with me every day. It's before I carried bags daily. Are you being naughty? Okay. Obviously silver hardware, which I love. A zipper compartment, some zipper and flap compartments, the black seatbelt strap with the two-tone, I think it's gray, centerpiece, and then of course it does come with the famous Coach tag. Then on the back it has no pocket. As you can see though, it is well used, well worn. I don't really carry messenger bags. I think I've carried this maybe once in the last 2 years, but it's kind of special to me and it's worth absolutely nothing resale, so I'm going to keep this forever. Love it. It's the most luscious leather in the world. Next this is my husband's. This is his pumpkin. He lets me use it as a display bag. As you can see, it's stuffed here. He actually took this to work on Halloween and put his things in it. So it was super fun that he got to use it. I am going to try to find an organizer for it. I know my friend Devin. His channel is not Devin Christopher anymore, but I'll tag it below. I think it's Good Tacky. He actually used his as well. I've seen him do Instagram shorts, I think, where he packed it up and it's super cute. So my husband also used it. I love these, of course. They're just leather lined, open buckets. And then and it's also stuffed, have never used mine, but here is mine. I got the black cat, of course, in honor of Diva. And it's the same exact bag. This one's just never been used. These are from the outlet as well. Another outlet bag is one of my most recent acquisitions. And this is the Hadley convertible shoulder bag. I just did an unboxing reveal of this not that long ago, so again, not going to go into major detail, but I absolutely love this bag. I think it's so beautiful. I love the suede color. I have it unclasped for storage, but of course you can clasp it for a shoulder bag, and it is adjustable. And then there's also a shoulder extender in here that makes it even longer if you need something with a little bit more length for crossbody or a long shoulder carry, depending on how you want to use that. I know a lot of people I've heard on the internet talking about how they were afraid this would be difficult to get in and out of, and this would be a little bit iffy. It's only iffy when the bag's empty and there's nothing to kind of push against when you're trying to close the turn lock. I do believe my friend Julie from Agent Bag Review made that comment as well. And I don't know if I've had a chance to tell her, it's actually not as bad as you would anticipate. Kind of like the Pochette Matisse, a lot of people complain when it's empty, it's hard to snap that S-lock. Same thing here with the turn lock. But inside there is a little bit of organization. You can't really see it, but there's a zipper compartment. And it's also leather lined. Now this is an outlet bag, so it's not the highest quality material, if I'm being 100% honest with you, as I like to do. But for what it cost, I feel like it is a great bag for the price, and it's absolutely beautiful. It came in a couple of colors. I don't know what's still in stock. If I can find them, I will link it below. But definitely love this bag as well, so very much. I originally wanted the navy, but I won't be going back and buying more because I'm just not going to carry it enough to justify more than one. And Diva's outside the door yelling at me. So if you can hear her, she's okay. She's okay. She was chewing on some dust bag strings, so she needed to leave. Another outlet bag is one of my special editions. This is the Coach Rowan, and this is the older model of the Rowan. The Rowan, every year I feel like, sees minor changes. The most current version comes in 2 sizes now. I think actually 3, because there's minis and smalls, but there's one similar to this size still, and then there's one that's bigger, closer to probably like the Speedy 30. And I really like the Rowan. If you want a bowling bag style, or like a Speedy style bag, but you don't want to pay thousands of dollars for a Boston bag, the Rowan is an excellent choice. This bag is very well made. This bag is structured. There's new versions made of different leathers, which I think look even better. And Braun has one in a black pebbled leather, and it looks so luxurious. I will say this is canvas, but there is the more, I think they call it like the cross grain leather that they have at the outlet that's really, really treated and plasticky. I don't necessarily love that. I did have this bag in gray at one point with that leather, and I never took the tags off of it because there's something about it, I just didn't like the way it looked. But the new leathered options that they do this in look so beautiful, and they're that soft pebbled, so they start off a little bit structured, but as you use it, it's going to soften and be gorgeous. Like I said, this is the canvas one, but it is a great bag for, you know, typically under or right at the $200 mark. When I got this, they were averaging about $150. But absolutely great bag. The zipper comes down around the side. It has D-rings. It comes with a crossbody strap. You can see the strap in there. And then it's lined in the oxblood color. Like I said, every year the Rowan in general undergoes some changes. And even though Coach did not do a Pride collection this year, which I'm angry about, the years that they did do it, the zipper pulls would change a little bit. The color of the leather would change a little bit. But overall, the same bag. Love this. Next up is the Coach Cassie. This is a retail bag I purchased several years ago when they discontinued them, and I think they went down to about $250 from about $450. Definitely love this bag. Everyone knows it. It's the predecessor to the Coach Court, but everyone says it's the Pochette Matisse DUPE. But it's the same setup as the Pochette Matisse, the 3, major pockets. It is lined in the Coach kind of printed jacquard fabric. It has the turn lock. It does come with a crossbody adjustable shoulder strap, and then of course this cute little briefcase top handle, and it has a slip pocket on the back. I can't say enough good things about this bag. I absolutely love it. Now, I am Team Rakita on this. I think it's Rakita and Jean had a feud a while back over the Pochette Matisse. Rakita bought it, you know, everyone says, oh, it holds everything you need. No, it doesn't. You definitely have to slim down, at least I do, and she does too. Jean says it's the perfect everyday bag. I disagree. I do like to use it on day trips, vacations, nights out, because it's a little more classy, and it is smaller, so it doesn't take up as much room like in a crowd. But this is not a bag I use for every day. But I do love it, and honestly, I'm glad I have this over the Pochette Métis right now, just because of the material. This is leather, full leather. It cost me $250 brand new, and you know the Pochette Métis would be thousands, and it would be canvas. So, I mean, they have leather ones, but those would be even more. Next up is my Coach Pillow Tabby. I believe this is the size 26. And this is the older model with the gold hardware. They recently came out with, and by recently in the last year or so, the same bag but with the brushed nickel, and I love that and I really want it, but I can't justify buying it because resale, these just don't really have the value hold. I paid $459 or $95 for this, and I probably could get $200 for it, and then I have to go rebuy the new one for $400. So I'm not doing it. Not for a bag I've only used a handful of times, but it has the 3 compartments, a zipper in the middle, and 2 just open flaps. This pillow, of course, is very fluffy. It's a magnetic, ginormously heavy and chunky C closure, which I love. It does come with a crossbody and a shoulder strap. It doesn't have feet. It's this gorgeous Napa leather. Gives me Fendi baguette vibes, honestly, is what the tabby does for me. I really like the new quilted tabby that came out. That's very, very Chanel. I just can't justify buying it again because I don't carry this one enough. So I'm not buying another one. But this one I don't foresee ever leaving my collection because I do really like it. It's different. It's a little bit edgy. And I think it's so beautiful. And I love coming into my bag room and seeing this bag. Next up is my workhorse Coach Rogue. I believe this is the 25 or 26, whatever size it was at the time. This bag I have had for several years now, probably like almost 4 or 5 years. Mine again is the original model or the older model. I don't know if it's the original, but the older one with the ox blood suede. It has some slip pockets and card slots on the outside. And then of course this ludicrously capacious zipper, which is ginormous, but super, super beautiful and edgy. And then inside, of course, it is lined in the canvas material. I have the straps and stuffing and stuff in here, but it comes with the 2 shoulder straps that connect on each side. It also has, I believe, a crossbody strap. Yes, it does have a crossbody strap that you can do diagonally. And then this also, somewhere in here is a 1941 hang tag. Of course, this is a boutique bag. They still make the Rogue. The Rogue, in my opinion, is Coach's best bag on the market. I love this. This will never leave my collection. I considered buying another Rogue. Sometimes you see them in some fun color combinations, but I've never pulled the trigger on it just because, again, it's not a bag I carry a ton. I go through phases where I'll carry this a couple times in a couple of months, and then I won't touch it for 6 months. So I definitely can't justify buying another one right now, but it is a really great bag. So if you're looking for something that's a little higher quality, a little bit more luxurious, but you still want to stay under that, you know, $600-700 price tag, the Rogue is a great option. And I know that they can be more expensive than that depending on the size, but I believe when I bought that one, it was like $595 or $550, and maybe now it's like $695. So not cheap, but also much less expensive than some of these luxury bags behind me. The next one is one of my newer ones as well. This is the Burrow bowling bag that was discontinued, I believe, this summer. I bought it when I was hanging out with Julie of Agent Bag Review. It is a gorgeous bag. I love this dark lime or avocado color. I did have to get another one because my first one was defective, but of course it's leather lined. It has the shoulder strap, the crossbody. It's absolutely beautiful, color matched inside. I do currently have this listed on my Poshmark, and it's priced a little aggressively because it's not a bag I'm sure I want to get rid of. I know I'm not probably going to carry it. I think I carried it once. But I'm willing to get rid of it if someone will pay me what I want for it. But if not, again, it's absolutely beautiful. I love coming in here and looking at it. It's a fun pop of color in my collection. This is a great bag if you can get your hands on these. I think when I bought mine, it was about $212 on clearance, because like I said, they were being discontinued. But they had this in a lot of colors. You can find them pre-loved pretty simply just searching Burrow bowling bag. You can find them. To me, it's very reminiscent of the Empire, just very, very small. Next here is a legacy bag that my mom found at a thrift store one year. I actually added a hang tag. This is not an oxblood hang tag, but at a distance it looks like it is. This is actually brown. So this oxblood color is very close to being brown. This came from some other bag. I honestly don't know what bag it came from, but I did put it on here with this because I thought it looked cute with the original hang tag. And then of course it has the non-detachable tassels, double zipper, silver hardware. It has a front pocket here, no pocket on the back. No, well, actually it does have feet, but this does not have a shoulder strap connection, so you could rig something up with the D-rings that the straps are on. But this to me is very similar to what the Rowan, the giant Rowan is. I call it the Rowan 30, but it is just a floppy bag, partially because of the style and because this is a well-worn bag. Whoever owned this before definitely used it, was not afraid to use it, and therefore it's just a little bit broken in. But I love this bag too. Again, nothing I'm going to ever sell because it's just a unique bag for my collection. And again, it's worth absolutely nothing. My mother tried to sell this on Poshmark when she decided she didn't want it anymore. And she had it listed for about $30 or $40 and no bites for a very long time, which is how I ended up with it. Next up is my Coach Court. This is one of my vintage collection. This summer, I got into vintage Coach, courtesy of all of my friends here on YouTube. Dawn of Dawn Loves Couture, Autumn of Autumn Beckman, all of those people. But specifically those two had a beautiful growth in their collection. So I did purchase a few, and this one is in the navy color. And the tag, unfortunately, is one of those, I think that got ripped in half. But I have half of it, and this actually didn't even come with the bag. This actually came off a chunky case that I bought, but I do like it a lot. Of course, just like the Cassie, very similar briefcase style design. This one is in really, really good condition. I did have to condition it really well, but it came really good as well. I think I paid about $100 for it. But it has, as you can see, the crossbody strap in there, with the lobster-like claw, or the dog leash claw, so it's not a super old one. I think this is from like 97 or 98, I could be wrong. But it's in really good condition, and it just smells like gorgeous leather. And this is my last Coach bag, and it's my Coach Willis. This one came with the tag, and as you can see, this tag is double-sided, and it's glued together. That other tag just came apart. Now this bag I have a video on as well, and it came really, really worn out, and I think I paid like $70 for it, because I had to return the first Willis I bought, which was in navy, because it was damaged. The turn lock was broken. There was a fun item inside, but beautiful. This bag did have a little bit of a stench when I got it. It wasn't musty, but it smelled old. But I definitely have cleaned it up. There's still parts of it, like in this pocket, that I was just sniffing. If you smell down in it, it's not bad, but it just smells old. I mean, it smells like an old bookstore, which probably is not bad. This one's a lot more broken in than my Court, but this part smells gorgeous. Of course, it comes with the strap, and it has a few slip pockets. Of course, the turn lock. This strap, someone did punch some holes in it at some point over its life, and they didn't do a good job with it, so not super thrilled about that, but it is what it is. I got the bag so inexpensively, and it's not a bag I ever intend to really carry very often, if at all, so I'm okay with that, but I do love this bag as well. So that is it for my Coach handbag collection. It definitely has slimmed down this year. Just looking around, I purchased my 2 vintage, and then my lime green bag, and then my Hadley. So I purchased 4 bags from Coach this year, and I sold a couple. So definitely not a brand that I like to oversaturate my collection with, just because I don't use them enough, and I hate having bags that I've spent money on sitting collecting dust for the most part. And I'd also be upset to know I bought 5 $200 Coach bags, and then a Louis Vuitton bag comes up on the real for a really good price, let's just say $1,200, and I'm like, well, crap, I can't buy it because I've spent my bag budget on these 5 bags that are going to sit on my shelf and not be used as much. So the bags I have are very intentional, but very intentional with my bag purchases when it comes to Coach, just because it's too easy to get sucked into it. They do make gorgeous, gorgeous bags, great quality bags, and I will say both the outlet and the boutique, as long as you watch the price and you understand what you're getting, I'm not biased necessarily to either. I do have more boutique bags in my collection right now, but it used to not be that way. It used to be the other way. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you already have not. And if you do, thank you so much. I will see you next time. Bye.